Got somebody in the house. Nope. I just thought I'd come on, see if anybody wanted to come up and hang out and just kill some time. Hello, hello. Like I said, I'm just sitting back here quilting. See if anybody wants. Hey, hot mess. See what everybody was into. Yeah, I was bored. So I'm just sitting back here quilting. How have you been, Alicia? Don't get to see much of you lately. Ouch. I was just wondering if this internet's doing any better tonight. I thought maybe with it being late night, there'd be a lot less people using. It'll take you 10 years to finish your quilt. No, it won't take that long. It's going to be pretty. Yes, I bet it is. I love doing them. I just don't have the patience to sit, and it's hard to, you know. But I'm making these couple. I'd made them for one thing, and those plans fell through. So I didn't know what I was going to do with them, and people on my channel want me to auction them off. But these are more of a throw size quilts. So you would think they wouldn't take as long. Yeah, but I'm hand quilting them on a hoop. So yeah, it's taking a little longer than it will. Well, that's why I just leave mine in my hoop and just leave it laying out here. Now, when I'm down south, friend of mine's got the sawhorses that's made into a quilt rack. You know, the Michael's Adventures. Hello, just got home from work. But they got the sawhorses that have they that you make. They made quilt racks out of, and so down there I've got a bigger living room a second living room. I can just leave it setting up, and I did my big king size quilt on it. But Lord, it seemed like it took forever. I don't like hand quilting. Hey, Bud Files. So, and like with Gina. Hello, Miss Gina. How are you? Yep, I just sitting here quilting and was bored and couldn't find anybody else on to watch. So I thought, well, I'll just sit here and talk to everybody while I'm quilting. But it's going to look decent. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's homemade. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, so, and of course I'm getting old, so I have to have all of these lights set up so I can see it. So I got one of them made. See, I was going to go to the Michigan meetup, and they have a raffle, you know, to give away prizes, and you know, for the attendees or whatever you want to say. And so I was going to take them up there and give them away, but our plans fell through, and I didn't get to go to Michigan, which I hated not getting to go to the M23 meetup, but I did get to go with my son to Georgia. So that was cool, you know. And I said they weren't going to need, his buddy backed out with going with him. And I thought there's no need for, you know, both of our weekends to get canceled. So I went with him. And we did the Civil War reenactment down there. Well, we watched it, and it was so cool. So now I'm back to quilting. And Grizzly's Adventures. Hello, my friend. Is this Miss Geneva? Or is this Mr. Grizz himself? Daniel Jones. Oh my gosh. Super Trucker. All of my friends are here tonight. This is awesome. So, yeah, I'm working on a quilt. So, like I said, they're a throw size quilt, but they're wanting me to auction them off, and that will give me some more adventures money when I go to Florida. Me and Susan's wanting to do a trip to Disney, you know, just be kids again. So that would help raise money for us to do that. So this Grizzly, oh my gosh, I'm so honored, Mr. Grizz. I'm telling you. Y'all, if you haven't checked out Grizzly's Adventures, he's one of the main reasons I like to do my dumpster diving, which I haven't got to do him in a little bit. It seems like we've been staying so busy. But me and Rick was talking about doing that this weekend, going out and. But I do have a box of stuff here to donate to the kids. Oh, Alicia, I do. I love dumpster diving. You'd be surprised at, you know. And like I said, I literally have a box of stuff here that I've got put back to donate to the kids. There's a, well, my cousin owns it, so, but there's a daycare center here in the town. And, you know, and our county is, you know, it's one of the, you know, it's poverty stricken. You know, I don't know how to politely put it. We're poor. And so anything I can find that the kids might like, or the kids could use, or that they could use over there for the kids, we take them over there. Fix and start diving again. Oh, that's awesome, Grizz. That is so awesome. I miss you guys. And it seems like Geneva's chats, I'm busy doing something else and don't really get time to. I'm trying to get back to getting 3 videos a week up. But with this sucky internet up here in West Virginia, it's hard to do. But because I just didn't feel safe running back to the cemetery every time I wanted to upload anything. I'd have to get on the side by side and go back on the hill. But now my brother has Starlink, and so I'll go park in his yard. Yeah. Well, see, that's what, you know, I said I could always do yard sales and everything. But honestly, the yard sales would do better if I'm in Florida, because here I have to travel to get like out on a main route or something. And you post every morning. Oh, Michael. At one point, I was doing 3 videos a week 5 shorts a week and at least 1 live a week. And our internet here, I mean, the technician actually told me, because I'm always calling complaining. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I keep complaining. He says, no, keep complaining, because they're trying to get fiber optics up through here. Yeah. How have you been doing, Grizz? I know I'll jump over to Geneva's chats every now and then to try to get updates, but like I said, it's just been fighting with my doctors and stuff has not been, because as anybody knows that's been around a little bit, my health hasn't been the greatest. But fighting with my doctors and getting a new doctor, and it's just, I'm telling you, it's a pain. But so once I go to Florida, though, like I said, I'll have I can run off my 5G, and so I can post better. And then down there, I don't have to travel forever to get anywhere. See, that's the thing here. Where I live here, it is a half hour to the local grocery store. And there in that little, I don't call it a town because it's not really even a little town. We have a Gino's Pizza, Tudor's Biscuit World, and a Mexican place. Okay. We have a Family Dollar, and I'm not kidding you. We pass 2 Dollar Generals to get there, and now they're building another one down there in the little community. So it's hard to go anywhere to oh yeah. That's the main thing, Grizz. And I know you're a fighter, so I don't have to, I'd be like preaching to the choir for you. It won't keep you down long. They redid my internet, now uploading. Oh, honey, I'm telling you. But like I was saying, the technician himself come out and tell me literally that dial-up is faster than what I'm getting. And it's not just me, it's everybody up in this area. They put in what they call the hub, and it's almost 22. Let's see, I'm like 2,200 feet from the mouth of holler. So they boost the signals like that. I mean, it's weird how they do it, but the hub itself is not big enough to sustain everybody in the area. The technicians can't even send an email from the hub itself. So they're fighting to get, fiber optics up through here now. But like I said, when's that going to be? It'd be cheaper, than Starlink, but I can't sit around and wait forever, So it's been a toss up. We've been trying to save for that, but I told Rick, I said, we can stay at home, save some money, do all that, but what's the use? Jack Daniels and painkillers. Either one of those would put me on the floor. Okay. So, but as a matter of fact, I was talking to the guys that get swamped today on one of their lives. And when I go back down there, of course, me and Josh always go to the Civil War reenactment there. Well, we started going to that last year. Going to Gatorland again. But the guys from Get Swamped has invited us to go with them to the Renaissance Festival. They have a Renaissance Festival right out from us. So we'll get with those guys and we'll go out and do that too. And so it's just, there's a lot more that I can film down there, more historical sites, and more dumpsters I can dive in. I'll have to admit, you know, but I had to kind of, because really the only place up here I had two dumpsters because, well, one, they just like really weren't throwing nothing out. And if they did, they damaged it. Then one put up no dumpster diving signs. And then Five Below started, like all their candies and stuff, they would open them up, you know. Wow. Each day at work. Well, oh my gosh. And, but my biggest thing was going to Aldi's. I love going to Aldi's dumpster. So I told Rick, I said, we need to go again. My freezer's getting a little empty. Should have drove through the battlefields after dark. Super Trucker, if I hadn't have, well, the money kind of started to run low, so I wanted to make sure I had enough to get home. So we came home a day early. I didn't even know there was battlefields around the area and stuff. But before we left, a friend of ours says, you know, because he'd gotten out looking around, drove down this one road, which you'll see at one of the upcoming videos, and there was like monuments, I guess, where different battles might have taken place, or a battle had taken place, and all the different regiments had like monuments there. Not just the Georgia boys, they had Ohioans, Kentuckians. I mean, you know, so they had monuments all up and down those roads. And I thought to myself, but that night, where I had health issues that day, so there was no way I could do it that night. But it would have been, you have an Aldi's opening up there. Oh my gosh, that's where I get all of my vegetables and fruits. Now in the wintertime, I will get some meats from there if they're still frozen and stuff. But they're, oh, I mean, I keep my freezers full of vegetables and fruits and stuff from Ray Diggs. Hello, hello. Memorial monuments, yeah. And that would have been really neat to drive through there at dark. But I was wiped out. My little mobility scooter died on me, so I ended up having to do more walking than I had planned on, even though I had my oxygen with me. My legs started swelling up, my ankles started swelling up and stuff, which is, you know, from the congestive heart failure and stuff. So I had to start, you know, I had to reel it back in and take care of myself a little bit, you know. So that's what we were talking about. There's a place here in town. Well, here in town, it's an hour away. It's called Heritage Farms, and they're doing a festival this weekend. But I don't know if I can take my mobility scooter because, you know, we're in the country. So there's a lot of hills and stuff. And if I have to do a lot of walking, it's rough on me. And where Rick is due for his injections in his knees, right now his knees are killing him too, you know, because he hasn't gotten his shots yet. So we don't know if we're going to do that. Like I told him, I said, if we don't do that, we could go into town. We could go dumpster diving. Plus, also seen the little town to the south of us is having their apple butter festival this weekend. So we can always check that out, see what that's like, you know. But it surprises me, but it pleases me so much to see Rick getting involved at, you know, wanting to get out and do things and finding things to do, you know. So it's really cool. And I've even had him, send me little films or little clips of stuff that he'll see and stuff, and he'll say, "Can you use this here?" So he's doing a lot of some of the videotaping too. 2018, I drove down one of the roads, pulled over, and went to near the car where the lights and the shadow in the light. Oh wow! At our age, it's tough. Yeah, it is. I mean, um, but the main thing is we don't let it. It may slow us down, but it ain't going to keep us down. Cherokee kid, hey, hey, oh, my town, hello, how are you? And so that's the main thing, is not to stay down. We just have to find an alternate way of doing things. And so, uh, Ringo, good morning. Are you getting up you're not, it's too early to get up. So you must not have gone to bed yet either. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed this past weekend, the reenactment. So I'm kind of looking forward to the one in Florida, and then going to the medieval or the Renaissance Festival with the guys down there too. So, but I'm trying to get Susan to go with me. Susan from New Horizons. She's my partner in crime when we're in Florida together. I want to get her out and get her to do more things. Just got home from work. Yep, yep. Got a 4-hour nap today. I was just saying that. Yeah, I know. I missed one of Anita's pop-ups here lately. Here, I saw. I don't know if she had one today or whatever. It just popped up, but right, Chris. I am 57 years old, and my body says it, but my brain's going, "What? No way!" I'm thinking I can still do that. My body says, "You want to rethink that?" You know. Yeah, Madtown. I need to put that up today. Yeah. And I'll admit, guys, I was discouraged yesterday after my live. I'm like, maybe I'll just stop doing them and start doing them maybe once a month or twice a month. Or, good God, I've already missed y'all, and it ain't even been, 24 hours. And so, Cherokee Kid, Angie and Susan together again. What mayhem will they get into? I wished I would have filmed last year. We went dumpster diving. I took Susan dumpster diving. And I wish I would have filmed us trying to move this dumpster off the bag of dog food. It's like this big old bag of dog food. And it just sitting on it just enough. It kept it. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't even have a crowbar in the car. I know, because I looked. I was going to take a crowbar. Um, but I took her magnet fishing with us a few times. And so my brain says, why why those cobwebs here? Yeah, right. But I get so aggravated at myself because I've always been an independent type person, you know. And now that I've had to slow down and ask for help, which I still don't ask for help. I have to learn to accept help because I haven't learned to ask for help yet. Um, it's hard, you know. Somewhere else I needed to be at the same time. Oh, I know, Cherokee. I don't expect everybody to be there all the time. But I just get aggravated with my internet. You know, it was in and out, in and out. That's why I'm hoping that it works better now. Um, you know, because I thought, well, this late at night, maybe it's not as much people on it or whatever. And so I just got aggravated, and your brain has started to vibrate. And that music, where's that music coming from? Oh, Cherokee, if you only knew. Being ADHD, it's like that. You got all these tabs open in your brain, and everything's going at once. And it's like sometimes I just wish I could just slow down a little bit, you know. But then when I slow down, I'm bored. That's why I took up like this quilting and stuff, trying to slow down, slow my brain down, so I could sleep better. All right, it might work, except that I'm also OCD. So it's hard to just put an unfinished uh, project down. You know, it's like, you know, if I walk in the other room, it's like, okay, I'm just going to give that a rest. But man, if I could just do a couple more, you know, if I could do one more hoop, you know, because I'm working on the hoop, you know, it's in my hoop. It's like if I can just do one more area, that's one, you know. And so I end up sitting in there thinking about it all the time. So I might as well be back here doing it. But then when I'm back here doing this, I'm thinking about 101 other things. So is anybody else like that, or am I the only one that's like that? You know, but I did kind of take a down day today. Sissy had Sissy, you know, Bella, my doggy. She had to have her shots today, so I took her to the vet. Oh my gosh, Wednesdays I'm just going to take the time to hit squirrel. You're like that too, Anita. Yeah. I want to film her trying to get dressed. I went to change her clothes before we left because she had a cute little dress I wanted her to wear. And she tries to dress herself. And she gets so excited when I go to put in the clean clothes on her, you know, and she's just like rolling around on the bed and she's trying to get herself dressed and she's sticking her nose through the armholes or you know, and I'm like, just lay still, just, you know, it's like a fight, you know. I did have my PT evaluation session Monday morning, and he's not hopeful that he can make the pain go away. Ouch. Just making it more manageable. Well, I hope they can figure a way out to get it better. And that's another thing that I'm trying to help my son. They still have not figured out what's wrong with his back. And we have been fighting for over a year to try to get an MRI. And the old doctor kept, you know, saying, well, I keep sending in requests. Finally, I called the insurance company and I told, when we went to this new doctor, I'm like, this is what they're saying they want. Well, I don't do those. Maybe this is what they mean. And we'd have to have a back surgeon look at it. But I can try this and send this in and see if, and I'm just trying to just refer him to the other doctor. Let him get the other test done. You know, it's like jump past the one that we're questioning and go to, you know, no. So we get a thing in the mail today. Insurance denied it again. Yay. You know, so I'm fighting with helping him try to fight with his insurance. And then mom came up, wants me to come down tomorrow and look at something about her insurance. And I'm like, I'm still fighting with my insurance right now, you know? And it's just been been one thing after another. It's like, guys, my little old brain can't handle all this, you know? So, but yeah, but I'm hoping to get this quilt, at least I call it quilt, this throw quilted next day or two, get it finished up. I don't know if I'll do it anymore hand by hand anymore. So, my insurance requires PT before they'll pay for an MRI. Well, see, that's what they put him through PT. That's what they said. Oh, we have to have PT before they do an MRI. So they put him through all that, and it was painful for him. Because it's like a pinched nerve. So the least little movement in a wrong direction can set it off, And they did all that, then still, no, they want something else. But they never said, they just denied it. They didn't say why they were denying it. They just kept denying it. So that's when I went ahead and called them and like, okay, what do you want? You know. And then when you get a doctor that won't listen to you, you just want to smack them. And that's anybody that knows me knows that, hey, you need smacked, I'll smack you. I don't care. I like smacking stupid people, you know. Got that in your lower back, yeah. And you know how it is, you could be walking across the room, you could be fine. Walk across the room, make wrong step, boom, you hit the ground, and then you're in pain for days, and that's the way he is. And, he's 28 years old and he can't even attempt to look for a job because of his back. And he can't, it just, the depression is really set in on him. We tried that too, Anita. Even PT says, they can't find anything. They told the insurance, he needs an MRI. Um, and it's just, it's frustrating. It really is. And then the insurance that I've got through my husband's work, they're like, I finally got the injectable pen for my diabetes that they're wanting me to try, right? $1,100. I'm like, I don't think so. It ain't gonna happen. And I told Rick, I said, you know, I know now why so many people will divorce but still live together so they can get better benefits through the state. You know, I said, this is stupid. You know, just constantly fighting with insurance and stuff. And it's like, you know, I told this one, I said, y'all might not think my life's important, but I do. You know, yeah, $1,100 for, yeah. And then we finally got it to where the insurance will approve it, and it was $25. My son gets the same thing through the state and no charge. So I can go through state insurance and get my stuff cheaper than what I can get it through where my husband works. So what's he supposed to do? It's crazy. But, they want you to take better care of yourself. Who can afford to anymore, right? And but anyway, that's enough bad stuff. Let's talk good stuff. Anita, got any adventures coming up? Anything new coming up? Geneva had to divorce to get better. Isn't it the truth? That's what I told Rick. I said, I could actually file legal separations, go to Florida, and take up residency there. I can draw more on my Social Security. Taxes, they don't pay state taxes because, and check this one out, okay? The state of West Virginia, okay, my disability should not be taxable. But where Rick has now gotten a raise, put him in a different tax bracket, they're taxing part of my disability. If I go to Florida, take up residency there, I can keep all of my crap, Cops called what? We went to Ohio and found some cool stuff. Cool stuff. Cops called. Oh no. Stay tuned for a video. I didn't know you was in Ohio. In Ohio, that's part of it's not that far from me. After 25 years, I know, right? It's a shame, that they force people to do stuff like that, and it's like I said, it's crazy. It's a crazy world. Now, if I was a drug addict, alcoholic, whatever, and go in, I could probably get all kinds of assistance I needed, But take somebody that tries and somebody that cares and all this stuff. Nope, they don't want to help you at all. And that's what I told Josh's doctor the other day, which, he probably don't like me anymore, but that's okay. Because Josh sees the same family doctor that we see. I said, you all have put off fixing his back to the point now the depression has set in, and now he has to go take care of his mental health because you all can't fix his physical health. The kid would rather, he's even said he would rather just give up and die than have to live in that pain. And that's when I looked at that doctor. I said, whose fault's that? And I said, let me tell you something. I'm that mother that if something were to happen, because you all wouldn't fix him or, take him serious, this mama's coming after your butt. Family note stuff for 4 days, celebration of life. And then we look like an hour out to do some magnet fishing. Yes. Appreciate all the new subs, yeah. See, that's why I gotta start working on trying to get some of my numbers back up. Because I try not to, I've always tried not to take away from the household budget to fund, as I would say, fund my hobbies. But Rick's been really good about helping out and stuff too. My mom is the same way. You don't mess with her kid. Exactly. And it's like, I'm sorry, but my dad passed away because of the doctors dragging their feet. And of course, you're never going to be able to prove it. You're not going to, you can always look back at the records and say, oh, yeah, he had 2 blockages. They went in to fix one and realized his kidney count was down so much because they never checked his kidneys. And so they had to postpone doing the second one after they were already in there. Don't make sense. And then they forgot to go back and clear the other blockage. Yeah, right. I see a GoFundMe page for bail money for us. Oh, honey, I'm telling you. And then the same doctor, like I said, we see the same family doctor. And I told him, I said, because of the diabetes, I guess all of a sudden, I'm starting to get neuropathy in my feet. They hurt all the time. Well, let's try this new medication and see if it helps before we, send you to a specialist. I said, how long are we going to wait? Till my feet fall off? You know, try to laugh as it's a true. And so, I'm just like, but they're like, well, we'll see you back. I said, nope, not till after April. Because I go south in the winter and I got things to do. I said, y'all ain't keeping me here. And I was kind of mean, and I asked the doctor, I said, have you got your student loans paid off yet? And he laughed. He said, why? I said, because I ain't going to pay them off for you. You know, Denise, why are you up so late? I'm quilting, and they're keeping me company. Oh, goodness. And Denise, I'm sorry. I saw your note afterwards on the live, and yeah, I was getting aggravated, but he left shortly after you did. Uh, you get better health care in jail. Well, I'm not in the state of Florida. You don't. They I know that for a fact because my cousin was in there. But but they have to, they have to take care of you. I mean, but it's crazy. The world is crazy. Uh, I apologize for that so much. Camping with your church next week until my physical therapist said nope, not going to happen. Sleeping on the ground and getting up would be painful. Cherokee, do you not have could you use a cot or something like that instead? Because I can't sleep on the ground. I had to go buy me a cot. And they're not that uncomfortable. Um, but that's what I would check in on, something like that. Yeah, Denise, there was some alcohol involved in his conversation, which he was upset. I can't blame him in a way. The way he got fired was ridiculous. But it wouldn't help much. Yeah. My friend has neuropathy in her feet. It sucks so much. I'm telling you, my feet constantly burn and are numb. And then if I'm on them a lot, they hurt. So it's like, and it's supposed to magically take care of itself. But you know what? I refuse to let it stop me I am going to do what I want to do. I just got to find a different way around about doing it. You know, that's like my lung doctor. He said, because I asked about getting a mobility scooter. Um, and he's like, no, I don't want you to have one. Uh, I want you to. And I'm like, dude, really? Because they were talking about fixing that hole in my heart and all this stuff. And I need you to keep your lungs up, blah, blah, blah. So then afterwards, when they're like, well, yeah, maybe a scooter would do you good, insurance quit paying for them, you know? So luckily, Susan and them gifted me one. So I just get on my little scooter and I just take my little happy butt where I want to go. Yeah, my he's already lost 2 of his toes. Oh, wait, let's see. Who's this? Mad Town. Great seeing you again, Angie. It's good seeing you too, Anita. And I'll see you around soon. Because one thing I do try to do is people that are part of my life and stuff, that people that support me, I try to support them. You know. So I would definitely be going over and checking Anita's out again because I hadn't seen her in a while either. And but yeah, we have to learn how to enjoy life no matter what our disabilities are, what we're capable of doing. Sometimes we just have to find a different way around it. I mean, her right leg, ouch, whole leg. Yeah. See, that's what happened with my brother. One of his toes. The doctors kept saying, "Oh, well, let's try this and let's try that," to where now he had to have part of his toe removed, and started it on another toe. And my brother says, "We ain't gonna try nothing. We gonna fix it." You know. I tell him, I am hard on my doctors. I will admit, I'm like, I know that your license says you have the right to practice medicine, but you ain't practicing on me. That's why I miss the old timey doctors. You know, the old fashioned doctors. It's like, you're sick, let me fix you. You know, let me cure you. It wasn't a money racket to them. You know, they genuinely wanted you better. You know, so. But anyway, so what's new, everybody? What do y'all got plans on doing? Got anything new or exciting coming up? You just miss having a doctor. I don't know if I'd miss my doctors. I don't know. I have a major shortage there. I don't even know if I'm mine. It's like they're just becoming pill pushers. I hate taking medicine. I hate that. I hate taking medications with a passion. So, anybody got anything coming up? Anything plan on doing? New recipe you're going to try? Anything new at work? What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't sing. Worth the crap, pussycat. Plans on nothing till Halloween season. Oh my gosh. I never got much. It's funny though, because I never really got into a lot of those different different holidays. Mom and Dad worked all the time, and well, as long as I can remember, well, Dad worked, and they had this store. They had a business. So up until they closed the business, um, so it's a little dangerous for me, but I enjoy it. Yes, that's what you have to do. I still get out in the middle of them. Yeah, like I said, you just have to, take precautions and be, but don't give up what you enjoy doing, you know. But Mom and them, they always had the store, and so up until they sold the business, or closed it down, we never even had a family Thanksgiving. Our closest we ever came to having a family Thanksgiving was before Mama and Papa started going south in the winter. Um, she would try to fix a little dinner, and we were right next door to them. The store was. So we'd go out and fill up a plate and come back. I mean, we never sit down to really have a family dinner. So um, after they shut the business down, we always made it a point that we were together at Thanksgiving because, of course, everybody's at their own. Hey, Floss! Um, everybody's at their own house doing their own thing for Christmas, because of the kids and grandkids. But we always tried to be together on Thanksgiving. Well, now I'm the one that wants to go south for the winter. And so Rick's like, because I always told Mom and Dad, if you're going to be gone for Christmas, at least stay home for Thanksgiving. That gives us at least one of the two major holidays. And so now Rick throws my own words back at me. I'm like, come on, really? So that's why I'm teasing him. He's supposed to come down for Christmas this year. And so I'm like, well, if you're going to be down there for Christmas, I could go down for Thanksgiving. And because last year we didn't leave here till I think it was December the 1st. So by the time we got down there, got unloaded, and got settled in, it's like, what? Put up the Christmas decorations? It'd take me forever, to put up the Christmas decorations. Then I got to turn around and put them back, take them back down. So I'd like to go down early enough to put up some Christmas decorations, you know. But if he comes for Christmas, exactly right, you know, exactly. Since he's coming down for Christmas, I think I should go ahead. But I got to check because I got a doctor's appointment either right before Thanksgiving or right after. But I have to get to Gatorland. I know, right? That's what I kept telling him. My Pasco's dead in December or in January, so I got to get down there. So if I get down there early enough, I can go a couple of times. I told him I was going to take him with me this time. He's like, you want to feed me to the gators? And then I'm going to take him out to Robbie's to see his gators and his kinkajous and his lemurs and let him meet Robbie and Z-Dog and all them out there. So, but yeah, I can't wait to get to Florida. I feel, when, don't get me wrong, I love West Virginia and I love my house. I just, when everything starts looking dead around here, where the seasons change, I start getting depressed. And I'm like, no, time to change that. And so it's time to go south. The seasons are changing, and I can tell my attitude's changing. So, yeah, so I gotta fix it, and I don't want to fix it with medication. So, ouch. It's another reason I don't like hand sewing. I have never had, I went looking the other day for thimbles. I've never had a thimble. I mean, I thought, well, maybe I've got one thrown in the bottom of sewing box. I can't even find, I don't even have a thimble. So, but I need one of those gloves they use for cutting stuff up. There's almost like chainmail you can't cut your fingers with. That's what I need for sewing. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, I think it's going to come out pretty good. But I'll focus over, you know. Almost got it. I've got my backing on it and everything, so I just gotta finish this up and get it trimmed. Gonna go lay down, be good, and see you later. All right, Grizz. If I ever get out that way, buddy, me and you got some dumpsters we gotta check out for sure. That's one of my goals, is to go around meeting all these amazing people that I've, met online and stuff. So, but get you some rest, Grizz. Love you, son. Floss says, I always missed it. Was I, Floss? I figure people say, who? What? You mean where's she? Nah. I didn't think anybody'd miss me. So. Hi, Bob. So, but like I said, I miss seeing everybody. And matter of fact, right there is Kyle's hat that I was supposed to tuck him. You know, so Kyle, if you want to email me your address, I'll get that to you. But yeah, I'm going to get these done, and like we said, maybe auction them. I have trouble saying that word. Texarkana. Yep, I'll get out that way. I do want to meet up with Grizz. Grizz and Geneva are such sweet people. We could totally be family. Wait, we are a YouTube family. And but yeah, drop me your email and I can send that to you. That's the hat you won way back when I got my vehicle. We were playing which vehicle did I get? And you was the one that picked the one that I had. It was back when I got Ruby. I got Ruby Red. Well, Nate might have been relieved that he missed a couple costumes round two. I can't wait to see that. Oh my gosh. Who's got that posted? Anybody got one of those posted? I've got to see that. See, I haven't got to see any of the videos from M23 yet. So, and I missed going. But like I said, I would rather Rick to save his time, his vacation time, to where he can come to Florida for Christmas. And I will admit, I had fun with my son this weekend. Uh, did you do a dumpster dive for me? Oh my God. Did you find anything good? I did. Well, like I said, when we go to Florida, me and Josh are together a lot. But with the way his back's been bothering him, he doesn't get to get out with me a lot when we're down there. So I got to spend the weekend with my son, and that was so cool. Oh, Denise, that stuff is right up his alley. And wait till I tell him. Tonight, I was talking to the guys from Get Swamped, where we go to Robbie's down there in Florida. And because when he's down there, um, when we were down there, we passed a medieval thing set up. And him and Z Dog were talking about they have a medieval festival or whatever there. And so I was talking to Robbie and him about tonight, and he invited us to go with him this year because I told him I told him to that keep us posted because we like to go too. Um, so he's like, yeah, come down and go with us. So you wait till I tell Josh that not only will we be doing, there's a 160th anniversary of the Civil War to be reenacted at Alusky, Florida, but then we'll be going to a medieval Renaissance festival. So he will have a blast. Oh, Denise, that would be good. Uh, Tim in a daily in a Dolly Parton. Oh my gosh, I have to see that. He burps really well. Talking about Josh. Oh, it'd be greatly appreciated, Denise, because um, where he's not getting to work and stuff, and like I said, that's causing him a lot of depression. So I got to try to do things to keep his spirits up. And it's been tough. We all need to see that. Oh yeah, I've got to see Tim. Yeah, doing like a virgin. So it should be on Kenny or Captain's Live for a bit like that. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I like I said, I missed going, but I really wished I could have went. But I hope everybody understands why I didn't go. Um, you know, if I could have said, well, Rick, okay, since you can't go, I'll go by myself, which would have been kind of mean to Rick, and he would end up taking the time off and going, and then probably not get to come for Christmas. And then I could have said, well, I'm just going to go by myself, but then Josh would have had to cancel his trip because his buddy that was going to go with him, you know, canceled out on him. So, yeah. So hopefully we'll get to go next year. They would, just like Dream on Wheels. Yeah, it's life. Yeah. And to tell you the truth, the Josh asked me coming home, he said, Mom, what was the best thing that you enjoyed the most about this weekend? And I sit there and I looked at him and I didn't have to think about it very long. I really didn't have to think about it. I looked over at him and said, spending the weekend with you. You know, I got to spend the weekend with my son and ended up adopting a new son while I was down there because we met up with one of his buddies. But, and they were so good to me too. So, but yeah, I got to spend the weekend. What is it? And you said the purple dress. Did you see the thumbnail with me in my dress? We still had fun and met new people. Yeah. I've got to do some alterations to my dress because the shirt's a little bit big. Um, but in that picture of me, I was like, I was hot, I was tired, I had it unbuttoned. I was like, you know. But I'm going to do some alterations to it, tailor it a little more, add some lace to it. And I don't know if I want a hoop skirt or a crinoline. The thumbnail, yep. Which I've got some stuff up here to make me a crinoline. So I might just make me a crinoline. I don't know. And I got the hat, the bonnet that I had is more of a blue and white, but I've got some purple material up here, and I'm gonna make me a solid colored bonnet, and I'm going to try and I was looking at some plain um, cheap parasols, and then I can take and put lace or whatever on it, and you know, or I'll just save up money when I go to Florida because the same lady I got my dress from will be in Alusky at that reenactment. So I might just save up my money and get some more stuff down there. It's all about spending time with family. Yes. Um, as sad as the reason was for me going to California, I completely love spending time with my family. Yes. Yeah. That's the main thing, guys. Um, you know, my headstone's not going to say she was a famous YouTuber or she was a great person. It's going to say wife and mother and daughter, you know. And the biggest legacies that I leave behind is through my kid and through my friends. And that's why I started my YouTube channel so that my son can look back and hear me laughing and hear me having fun and just hear my voice and look back at the memories and stuff like that. And so now that he is starting to do the channel with me and we are making these memories together, that makes it even more special. That's why I try so hard to get it to grow and stuff like that. And like I said, I was just been so aggravated with my internet that I've slacked off this summer. But 100,000 subscriber head start. There you go. I'll put the YouTube button on it. Shoot, man. Oh. But yeah, that's why I started my channel, is to leave memories for him, because I miss the sound of my dad's voice. So I wanted Josh to be able to look back and say, good God, my mom was crazy. No. Yeah. Yeah, my headstone would be one big YouTube play button, you know. uh, There you go, Cherokee. The video just on a loop playing. Oh, that would be so hilarious. Oh. And I thought, I know it sounds strange, but at my funeral, they can loop some of my videos, and show me out, you know, that stuff. My reasoning for I got what you say. I got what you, Denise. Um, they can loop some of my videos of me out having fun with my friends and family and stuff like that. And like the little outro video that I've got, um, that I've, people I've met that I've gotten pictures with that flash up, and I want to keep adding to it, because that's why I call you all family, because y'all become family, and I, you know, I'm big on family. When it comes to family, I'm big on my family. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do this weekend. Rick says if he feels like he can tackle it, we may do the Heritage Farm Festival. If we got the gas money, we may just go do some dumpster diving. And we may, like I said, I found out when I went to take the doggy to the vet today, that Chapmansville, which is like 20 minutes from me, is having an apple butter festival. Headed to Sleepyland. Night, night, Denise. I love you, girl. I can see and hear the tombstone now. Yeah, I miss hearing my grandpa's voice. He died suddenly after having surgery for cancer that he never told us he had. Yeah, that's even harder. That'd be so unexpected. Mm, yeah. And it's sad, I can sit, and if I study hard enough, I can hear Dad's voice. Dad was always quiet anyway, you know. He never spoke much unless you got him mad. And heaven forbid you were the person that made him mad. You know, it was so yeah. So we got three options, well, four options really, because we're still wanting to go magnet fishing, metal detecting over to our local swimming area at our lake, which is the only place we can because that's the only public area. But they said we can metal detect over there. And after the end of the swimming season, I thought, you never know what you can find over there. Maybe I'll find enough gold to make us all rich. Yeah, right. Anybody swimming in that swimming area didn't have gold on. I can tell you that. Oh, so yeah. I've been trying to clean my room up, but I've got so much. I got shirts over here. I still got to get my logo on, and just so much I got to get done. So you know what ended up happening? It'll all get packed to Florida. If I don't get it done now, it'll all get packed to Florida. So, But yeah, so but that's my plans for my channel is to slowly build it up. I don't want to be known as the numbers girl. I don't want to have a bunch of numbers and no viewers. That makes sense. I want people to want to come over and to visit and just take a few minutes out of their day and watch something this crazy girl's done. But I want people to be inspired by it. Does that make sense? I want them to know that, even though you may think you're different, you're really not. We just have to find different ways to do things. Most importantly, let everybody know it's okay to be you. You know, whatever you is, there ain't nobody going to be a better you than you. So, so be you. But I've been rambling for over an hour. I can't believe that. And if I'm not mistaken, I haven't seen the little circle of death the first time. Come and join the laughing gas chat. Exactly. Oh, underground talking about YouTube toaster. I floss whenever me and her are together. And I'm seriously thinking about this time, which I can't get the gimbals to work because the gimbals I have are so old that they don't have the programmings with them anymore. Even when I contact the gimbal, they said, "Oh, use this program, download this." No, it don't work. I have actually, it's called the gimbal 1 and 2. That's how old they are. Hey, Timmy Ray. So, but my goal is to be able to set up a camera just to watch me and Susan doing some of our crazy crap because you can't make this stuff up, people. Like I said, you would have laughed at us if you'd have seen us trying to move this dumpster off of this bag of dog food. It's a whole bag of dog food. And we were trying so hard. It's like, forget it. Timmy Ray, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm Nate. And but some of the stuff that oh, and the only time I have seen a security guard dumpster diving is with Susan. What she do? She hides behind the gate thing so they can't see her. You know, she throws me under the bus, man. Mr. Rick has already gone to bed for the night. Take a jack next time. I know, right? We heard about. I tell you, sometimes Rick and Jim just look at us and shake their heads. You know, Rick and Jim. Okay. You know how women will get together and they'll say, "Yep, my husband's just like that. My husband acts like that." I thought I was the only one, but yeah, my husband does that. That's Jim and Rick. Because me and Susan are so much alike that Jim and Rick understand each other. Like, it's like Susan is a magnet. Oh my gosh. I know. Cherokee doesn't know Rick. Better internet. And it's so funny though, because I am in the other end of the house, so it's like further away from my uh, internet box and it's doing better. Oh, me and Susan, it's hard telling what all we found when we were down there. And like I said, I got a bunch of stuff here to donate to the um, stuff like this, to donate to the oh shoot, what's it called? Daycare center. And then these books, these are notebooks, and they're called sensory notebooks because you can feel this stuff inside, right? And there's nothing wrong with these. I don't know why they threw them away. Some of them looked pretty bad. Like this one's a gel foam, but it's squishy, and but if they some of these look pretty bad, I may remove that one, but they still got a hard cover on the top of them. A whole bucket of sidewalk chalk, but I just put it back, and then I'll take them to the daycare center, and you know. Last time I went, I actually had a pair of kids' shoes in there, and they told me, said, I know who needs those. There was a kid in there that they were just talking about needed a pair of shoes. Where'd that come from? And they were the same size, so that was sweet, knowing that kid could use them. But yeah, I can always find something to do with it. I always look. When I go dumpster diving, I look at it also like I do if I'm shopping. Do I need it? Can I use it? Where will I put it? You know, and so that it's just I don't end up living in a hoarder's house. Because I just stack stuff up because it's starting to look that way now. But yeah. But if I can repair it, alter it, craft with it, you know, I save it. Regular stuff. Hey, you know what? I never thought of it, but yeah, you're right. That would be having to reach over that spiral all the time. Because you would be, wouldn't you? If you got the spiral notebook and you're trying to write, your hands on that all the time. But why can't you use the backside? Huh? Or was that a joke and I just didn't get it? Until now. Ah, so, yeah, that's what I like to do with the stuff, you know, is paying it forward. Night at Walmart dumpster. Was putting trash in dumpster. There was a PS5, so I checked. Uh, I doubt that, Timmy Ray, because Walmarts don't use dumpsters. They send their stuff back. A lot of stuff is torture to us left-handers. Yeah, you know, but and I actually had a game for us for M23. It's actually I got these in a dumpster. Adult, beer pong, on a giant scale. Oh my gosh. But now I thought kids could use the cute little buckets or something other. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Matter of fact, Rick laughed at me. Let me slide down. When I got this cork board, he's like, "What are you ever going to do with that?" So I just painted it because the cork looked weird. So I just painted it, and now I just use it for. These are some adventures I want to go on, and some of the where's he at? Where's he at? When I went and seen Daryl Worley, some stuff like that. So yeah, I can take it and repurpose it and reuse it. Why throw it away? Hey, a bucket for my bucket list. Right? I know. Yeah. And so there's a lot of stuff that I use. Wow, that was odd. In my earbud, I just heard. I know y'all gonna think this is crazy. I just heard Pac-Man. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy what some of the things you could find and salvage out of the dumpsters. You know, I got this little guy that I just keep junk in. I keep it back here on my desk, keep my junk in. Because, like, when I'm sewing, I got all of my sewing stuff. Then, when I'm done with it, if it don't have a home in the drawer, it goes into there. You know, so you call it Walmart dumpster, yeah. So, but yeah, and I got candy. I actually tried the cherry ones. They're okay. You know, 3 grams of sugar. So I just keep them back here for when I want snacks. But if I'd have had enough of them, I would have took them to the kids. Matter of fact, I got a couple of bags of cookies, the iced cookies. They're good, but to me, they taste like they've got like a hint of they're supposed to be like animal crackers, but they got a taste of gingerbread, like a ginger snap type. And so I'm not real crazy about them. And I got several bags of those, so I'll take them over there and they can give them to the kids as snacks. Check out the inside of my eyelids. Yeah, make sure there's no cracks in there. Helping at church tomorrow morning. Yep, don't overdo it. See you later, Cherokee. Yes, just please don't overdo it. But yeah, guys, I've been on here rambling for an hour and a half. And I think it's time for me a snack. And I'm going to get back to quilting. And I'll let you guys get to bed. And thank y'all for hanging out with me. This made me feel really good. Y'all have made my night. So I'm going to let y'all get off of here. I'm going to go find me a midnight snack. Okay, yeah, I'm so lazy. My midnight snack is even late, okay? And and hopefully get to see you all in the next day or two. So you just woke up. So but anyway, guys, good night, and I will see you all later on. Good night.